Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross stitch.
One stitch at a time. The crazy is real today.
March 2nd.
This is Monday, March 2nd. Apologies for not putting up a video last week. I had no brain.
We were both.
There was no functioning brain.
I have no idea if I'm going to be functioning next week.
There was no functioning brain last week. There's minimal functioning brain this week.
And next week is Super Monday.
And next week is Super Monday.
Do remember to turn your clocks forward. Bye-bye an hour of sleep.
Yes. I wrote down the wrong names on our list. I can fix that. I'm telling you, the brain rot is real. The brain rot is raw today. I don't even know where the brain is. Ignore that name and that name. Okay. There is no functioning brain today. So thanks for joining us. It's gonna be a party.
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting here
for the crazy
like...
train. Hopefully you all had a good 2 weeks. A pretty good 2 weeks. Just the brain rot is real.
Yeah, like... I don't know if I was just focused or my brain broke, but one of my coworkers who I work with a lot, he has a different shift than me and the other technician. He comes in a little later. I don't know if I was just busy, but I looked and was like, holy crap, I just realized you've been done with lunch for an hour. I didn't even notice you going to lunch.
I'm telling you, the brain is gone right now. There's just been a lot the last 2 weeks.
You more than me, but still.
Busy with the church. Dealing with emotional garbage.
Who's your what's-its?
Getting kidnapped. And going thrifting. And other random places. I've been busy. And my desire to stitch is like nowhere to be found. Like nowhere to be found. If I'm real. Nowhere to be found.
I don't think I've stitched in well over a month, maybe 2.
I've been forcing myself to do something, but... Oh my gosh.
We need to normalize taking a break from stitching.
I do it to myself. Everybody says, Laura, take time off, but I do it to myself. Maybe we need to start doing Flosstube every other week for a while. We're going to talk about that.
Comment below if you would care.
I don't think the handful of you that watch would care. I don't. I'm sleepy.
I was more talking about daily 30 in your 30 games than this.
Those really don't matter. I play the stitch what you can games. I don't do the high stress games anymore.
Well, I'm just saying it's like, yeah, that's a good thing because those were killing you.
They were.
I kept looking at you like, just no.
And things may calm down here for a couple of weeks. Maybe.
Like, I actually know why I'm tired. My body's not happy with me. Severe lack of sugar.
Well, that's true. I've been busy.
Same result, different reasons.
Probably. I've been busy and I've made myself busy and yeah. So, how about we shout out our commenters and we'll dive in to the stitching.
Bridget and Teresa.
Thank you so much for commenting, friends. As someone just admitted, he has no stitching.
Sorry.
We're going to go back 2 weeks, and I will go through what I stitched those 2 weeks. That week.
At this point, I'm more of a co-host than a fellow stitcher.
You know, So, I worked on my stamped heart succulent. Or my heart of succulents that's stamped, whatever you want to call it. And I got 300 stitches in on it, 304 stitches in on it. This is on a piece of 11 count. Ada came with the kit. It was all stamped on there. The succulent heart is done. I am just working on background. And as you can see, all I have left is this blue. So we are closing in on a finish on it. I suspect I will be done with this before the end of the year. I may be adding another Sal into my rotation. If I can find one that fits something that I want to stitch. If not, I have to figure out how to fit.
You've got about 2,000 stitches left on that thing.
Probably.
Oh no, I just counted.
Well, no. Okay. So what I'm saying is, here, like in the near, like, I'm going to start a project tomorrow. You will see it when we get to plans. I'm going to have to figure out how to maximize stitching on it because it is a gift. And then I pulled out Black Vintage Sampler, which is an Al Forrest embroidery project, formerly known as this project that will not be named. I personally, at this point, see no reason to not name it because the people of Russia have done no wrong. They are as brainwashed as
we are.
Some. I say that because I follow someone on social media who lives in the States who is from Russia. She maintains contact with people in Russia, and she said they are just absolutely brainwashed. Like, she shows posts from Russian social media. Brainwashed. Anyways, so I did 533 stitches on this. This is just on a piece of white 32 count, and I worked in the house. I believe the house is all done. Yes.
I'm not going to make my smart comment.
The house is all done. What?
I hoped you worked in the house. It was a little cold out to be stitching.
It was a little cold to be stitching outside. I worked on the house. The house is all done, so now we're going to work over here. And I realized I need to put the borders that go down.
I thought you were saving it till the end.
No, I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I probably will switch to that to do the one side on the side that I've already completed so that it's done.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I think this is the one I want. Splat, yes. Then I pulled out Dressmaker's Daughters, whose pattern cover is over yonder. So that's what it's going to look like. Thank you, Mirabilia, for your lovely bead packs. Unless you have an out-of-print pattern and then you don't get a bead pack. I did this for the Olympics, and I did 328 stitches on this. This is on a piece of dark brown milk chocolate, we'll call it, I guess, Ada, or even weave, 32. I worked up here. I put in rows up here. I don't have start pictures this week. I'm sorry. Again, the brain rot is real.
That good?
Yes, that is good. So, working on this.
That one's actually kind of hard to hold up because your arms are like this.
I know. Then we will switch to last week. And last week's prompts were about the Artemis, NASA's Artemis mission. Which, if you have not been following along, is not going well. They have done 2 wet dress rehearsals, and both times they have found leaks in the fueling mechanism, which is not good. That's why rockets go boom boom. So they have delayed things.
Can I make a smart comment?
What?
Welcome to modern quality, people! as somebody who works in quality and has to deal with this stuff on a daily basis, can we please get our freaking heads out of our freaking arses, get your hands out of your pocketbooks, and start actually paying for stuff to do it right so stuff works? Done.
Okay, thank you for that.
Sorry.
So the next launch window opens. Now this Artemis is Artemis 2.
I believe.
3. I think it's Artemis 2. This is the one that's unmanned. It will go and slingshot around the moon without people. The launch window opens April 1st, so that's when they start. So that's when they will see about getting the weather window to fuel the rockets. We are getting awful close to not having a good weather window in Florida because hurricane season starts in June. There we go. We'll start with the Sal prompt right in front of me. I busted out the Star Touched Meadow March block. I did 300 stitches on that. Couldn't figure out which one was on. This is just on a piece of 16 count Aida.
I'm going to pull it back so you can point. I was giving people a good view.
It was all down in here. I am doing all of them on 16 count Aida. Thank you. I'm doing all of them on 16 count Aida. I believe I have now enough Aida to finish that, to do all the rest of them. I have April, Maze is in progress. April, June, July, August, September, and October to do. So I have 6 months to start and 8 months left to finish because I don't have March and May finished. There's a whole reason why they got out of order, and you will find it on a previous video. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, so I moved to sampler book. I don't know where the cover photo is for Erica Michaels' sampler book. It's the book that's got the letters and the stitches. Okay. I worked on that for a couple of the Artemis prompts. Actually, one of the Artemis prompts I double dipped. And I did 658 stitches. That is upside down. So the nice thing about this sampler book is, like, she straight up, so I worked in the H block. I finished.
Oh, I was going to bring it back. I was trying to get them close so they can see it.
I finished doing the outline on the H block mostly. There's like one stitch in the middle of these little diamond things that I have to do. I worked on the H's and I started the over 1 lettering. I hate the over 1 lettering, so I'm doing it in sections. The thing that's nice about Sampler Book, now this is free on Rainbow Gallery's website because she charted it in Rainbow Gallery Silks. She says right in the instructions, though, use whatever fabric you have, which is what I've been doing, and I've been using whatever threads I have. Whatever threads look good to me, which you can do too. So, eventually it will be finished into a book. Your pages will be like this. I am terrified to do that process.
You'll be fine.
I would just like to share that.
You'll be fine.
But I do really want to get this done because it's going to be a really cool project. I have no idea where I'm going to put it when I get it done, but it's going to be a really cool project. It's going to go in a cabinet that has a glass front, to be seen. That maybe we can get open so people can come over, and when they come over they can look at it and go, ooh, that's really cool.
Do you want me to get a book flipping robot?
It's a very tactile project. No.
Oh, come on, that'd be cool. Do you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the fountain? I don't remember what.
Yeah, there's a fountain that does that.
I don't remember where it's at. There's a library fountain that makes it look like a page turning. Oh, so I'm a book girl. I'm a book girl.
I love all the memes we see about, if you're a book girl, how's your golden retriever gamer husband?
How's my golden retriever gamer husband?
Gaming.
Gaming husband.
No. Well, how am I doing? I'm gaming. That was the answer to your question, not clarification.
Okay. So then I didn't get stitching in on Friday. I got very little stitching in on Friday. I went on an adventure.
I'd say.
It wasn't that far. We went to Medina and spent the afternoon. Because they were running late, so they didn't get here until, like, I don't know. It was after 11 that they got here. Because it was after 11. I think it was like 11:30. Anyways, we went on an adventure to Medina. We had a good time. And then they proceeded to come in the house and spend several hours hanging out with us. And had dinner with us. And they are not a stitcher. Had a good time, but I didn't get much stitching in. So I had to finish my sampler book stitches on Saturday. So I decided to do something simplistic yesterday. I started one of the little kits I got from Hobby Lobby. This is the sunflowers. It is stamped. And it's only a handful of colors. It's just on
that thing.
Whatever the Ada is that came in it. I did the green part and started on some of the brown. I hope you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. It is very... Unlike the stamped kits that come from like Tapestry Marketplace and VIP Cross Stitch and the other places, the contrast is not there.
Oh.
So, for photo purposes, it is a bit of a pain in the boot. But I got 300 stitches in on it. 304 stitches in on it. I was kind of in and out yesterday because the church had a little, had a movie thing on St. Francis of Assisi. And they had a soup with it, and a very simple soup. I prepared the soup, so I had to get the soup cooking, and because I was lazy and did not thaw the chicken, because I used pre-cooked chicken. I was lazy. I did not thaw the chicken before cooking the soup. I just put the chicken in there frozen. I had to go over there and cut the chicken up, and then go over there and get the soup in the set up, and limited stitch time yesterday. It wasn't bad. It was good. It was fine. It was a little creepy being in the hall by myself in the dark, I must admit. But I survived. And I got some stitching.
And you made really good soup.
And I made really good soup. And there's plenty of it. That is all my stitching for the week. I didn't work on anything else. I don't even think I got any diamond painting in this week. So, that's that. Haul? I do have some haul. At some point over the last 2 weeks, I got my new Card of the Month kit. Cute little. I need to sit down and start working on some of these because I don't. The thing with the Annie's kits is you get like supplies to make like one of each demo card and not much else. So like I'm very tempted to make them one at a time when I need them. So they're piling up. I do have other haul, but that goes with plans. So God bless you, Mr. Slovak Farm.
Ow. I'm probably the only person not looking forward to spring. I don't have a problem with the temperature. I have the problem with all the plants that are going to be doing naughty things to my nasal cavity.
Yesterday was the first day of meteorological spring.
And the weather's going to sit there and go, lift off. Hey, NASA, this is how it's done.
I know.
I'm going to
Bring on summer.
not yet.
Bring it on. Summer. Alright, well, unfortunately for Joe, I have my project for next week picked out.
Oh?
I would like to start a project, and I thought I would just get it started
Okay, I did have a thought. If you want to get it done quickly, any prompt I can fit this project to, I don't care if you stitched on it recently.
Well, it's probably going to get... I'm debating if I just want to straight try to power through stitching it, or if I want to, vary it maybe 1 week a month. I think maybe I'm going to see how stitching goes on it this week, and then make my plan.
Want to hear a really simple idea?
What?
Stitch on it until it starts to irritate you. Then put it away until you're no longer irritated with it.
Which is a possibility. I mean, I want it done before Christmas. If I get it done before Christmas, they will get their gift early, but Christmas is kind of the deadline.
Well, because we're definitely not getting it for their birthday.
I'm not going to make it for their birthday. I'm also really hoping that their power of picking up on shit with me does not happen with the Flosstube videos, and they see this.
Well, you could just not show it.
I have zero intentions of mentioning the YouTube.
But we already did.
I have not mentioned it to them.
Okay.
So this is my haul, and it's going to be my new start. It is Jan Hicks Creates. It's by Jan Hicks Creates. It's called Love is Love. The person I am stitching it for is in the LGBTQ plus community. There's a little bit of Laura therapy going on here too, because as we all know, if you've been here long enough, you all know somebody hurt my feelings harshly, extremely. You, if you're watching this, and new person came into my world like a wrecking ball. I think within 5 minutes we were getting along. I think after they do community meal with me, I think in 5 minutes we were getting along, and by the end of the first community meal together we were friends. February we had the reverse raffle, and they and I were talking about stuff, and I really don't know how to explain how the click happened, but it just happened that we put together that, they figured out that I don't technically have a day job outside of running my own little entity out of the house, and I am willing to kind of be a ride-along and go do random shit and stuff. And thus has catapulted us to, let's see, the reverse raffle was on the 14th. We went thrifting on Tuesday thereafter. We did the community meal on Thursday, and Friday we spent all day together. And I realized that I do not know how to act with a friend that treats me right. Because they are a friend that treats me right and respects me and wants to know all of the fun things about me, and is just an all-around good human and wonderful, nice person. It's a little overwhelming, but in the same regard, they're a good friend. So, yes, I'm doing this as a gift for them because I think they will
We need to hurry up. They're getting impatient.
Truly appreciate it, but also it's a wee bit of therapy for me, because being that narcissist person was a stitching friend, stitching something for this person will make me feel like I have come full circle and hopefully give me that close the door on that person, because it has been an emotional roller coaster between being really upset about what they did to me and being excessively pissed off about what they did to me. If I had been in a romantic relationship with them, it would have been abuse. So, we're going to stitch this for my friend. We are going to put this with some prompts, and it already fits with the first one, because the first one is Stitch on a Whip with a Quaker...
What week is it?
The theme is Cadbury, as in Cadbury chocolate.
Okay.
Which is ironic, considering I got a bar of Cadbury chocolate Friday at Sweets and Geeks, and had some Cadbury chocolate last night.
Okay.
So the first prompt is to stitch on a whip with a Quaker motif or an element you would see on a Quaker sampler. Most of these little motifs kind of are Quaker sampler-ish looking.
Okay.
Stitch on a whip you can relate to a factory or a village.
Village people.
Not where I was going to go with that.
Come on! Tell me that's not funny!
What is she eating? Anyways, I was going to go something a little bit more sentimental with the theoretical village that the LGBTQ community creates for itself, but alright. Stitch on a whip you can relate to. I already read that. Stitch on a whip using the colors red, purple, or brown.
Yes.
They're all in there. I will make it work. I can make it work. Stitch on a whip of a designer you have the most charts. That one doesn't work. And then stitch on a whip of choice and tell us your favorite chocolate bar. What if my favorite chocolate bar is not a chocolate bar, but it's actually a chocolate cookie?
Then that's a different subject. Okay. Your favorite chocolate bar is Cadbury.
My favorite chocolate bar is a Cadbury caramel bar.
Honestly, if you take caramel, wrap it around, put it inside of chocolate, and give it to this woman, she will be a happy, happy human. And also your favorite's probably Heath.
That is true. Well, yeah, that is true.
Of
Heath
the
bar.
normal...
Of the normal, I can access it easily enough. Because I only like the Cadbury chocolate bars that I can get over at Sweets and Geeks because they are the authentic English Cadbury chocolate bars. And let me tell you, taking my friend into Sweets and Geeks was the most amusing thing ever because they really like Asian stuff and Asian treats, and there's a whole aisle of Asian stuff, and they were just overjoyed. It was fun.
What else did we find there, dear?
And they have Tim Tams now!
Which sort of kind of cheesed me off. Not because I think she did. I tried to buy her Tim Tams for Valentine's Day, and the order I had to cancel the order because they literally postponed it for a week.
So, in defense of Sweets and Geeks.
No, Sweets and Geeks is good. Great on them. I worked for a completely separate reason. It's Amazon's fault. Everything else is good.
Well, okay, yes. But the irony of it is, after you had to cancel that Amazon order with the Tim Tams, is when I went into Sweets and Geeks and said, hey, by the way, could you maybe possibly get Tim Tams in stock? And there they were the next time I walked in. It was great.
Okay, are we done so we can get these critters to just shut it?
We are done. So, we're done. That's plans for the week. So I would like to thank you all for watching and spending some time with us this week. And what do we want them to do?
Please like, comment, subscribe, that bell thing, all the YouTube lover stuff.
Thank you for spending some time with us this week. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We hope you were entertained. We hope to see you next week.
Bye!